Now, if you want to sign up for a Google Plus account, you have to start off with an existing Google account. Now, you most likely already have one. If you've ever used Gmail, if you've ever used Google Docs or Google Calendars, those are all Google products. YouTube, they're all Google products, just like Google Plus is a Google product. So they're all connected. So if you already use some kind of a Google product, you'll be able to log in using that same login. This right here is the Google Plus homepage. If I just go to Google and I type in Google Plus. Google Plus is one word, by the way. The very first result takes me to the Google Plus homepage. If you already have a Google account, you can sign in there. Otherwise, it gives you a link to create an account. So I'm going to create an account for my friend Gene. You can type in a username, and Google will let you know if the username you tried is already taken. If it is, you can go back and start over again, or you can use one of their suggestions. Try that one. You can type in your password. You've got to do that twice. Type in the date of birth. Now, I believe this will let me go forward without putting in a birth date or a gender or a mobile phone or a different email address. You'll always have the option to put that information in. Right down here, they're saying type in these words to prove you're not a robot. I'm not sure I got that. Let's try it. I did misspell it. You do have to agree to the Google Terms of Service and Privacy Policy. I do recommend you browse over that just to give you an understanding of what it says. Let's try next step and see if it bumps me back. So it's telling me that some of those items were required. So I'll try this again. I'll put in birth date. It says I have to specify a gender. Or maybe I don't. Try that. Let's try this one more time. I've already agreed. Let's try it again. And that was a go. So right now, this is what my public profile is going to look like. Next, I can upload my profile photo. I can skip this step, but for demonstration purposes. Now, I can actually just go to open up the folder on my desktop and navigate and just drag that photograph in there. And that will upload. Now I have the option to crop this. It's got to all fit in an image this size. I can resize this. Ultimately, it's still going to be compressed into a square that was that original size. So I will set that as my profile photo. And I can move on to the next step. And that's the final step. Right here in the top left corner, there's plus Gene. That is then the Google Plus account. So that comes up. I did get a pop-up. Google has asked me to connect to other properties. These are other places where I might have connections, either on Yahoo or my email or Hotmail, but you can skip past that. Now Google gives me a little bit of information about circles. I'm going to skip that for now. Google still gives me some options of recommendations of people and organizations to connect to. Now these are actually interests rather than individual people. I'm going to skip that for now though. And as you can see, Google's going to be very persistent. It's definitely they're going to help me connect with people. I'm going to say for now, I'm going to continue anyway. Now right here, I can add some more details on myself that can be added to my profile. Again, for right now, I'm going to skip that. And now I have a Google account and I have my Google Plus account. As you can see, I don't have any friends. I'm not connected to anybody. Google has pre-populated my stream with some content that they've recommended. But I can adjust those later on. But in a nutshell, that's the very first step to getting set up with a Google Plus account.